Most dietary supplements made from medicinal mushrooms or beta-glucan are produced as capsules. After taking the capsule, it passes through the stomach to the small intestine. This is where the capsule shell dissolves. However, when it comes into contact with fluid in the small intestine, the powder is only partially dissolved. The non-water-soluble components of the powder, in particular the beta-glucan, agglomerate, i.e. clump together for the most part. Only a few particles are smaller than 5 micrometers. Antigens such as beta-glucan are primarily absorbed in the small intestine via the M cells of Peyer's patches. M cells can accommodate particles with a maximum size of 10 micrometers. However, M cells are better able to take up particles that are much smaller than 10 micrometers. Larger particles and agglomerates remain in the small intestine and are later excreted in the stool. Comparative tests of different dietary supplements made from medicinal mushrooms or beta-glucan have shown that 90% of the powder is larger than 10 micrometers once it comes into contact with the fluid in the small intestine. This means that 90% of the contents of the capsule cannot be absorbed by the M cells and therefore cannot generate any immune stimulation. ApuXan is applied to the inside of the left cheek, under the tongue, and spray into the inside of the right cheek. Since the ApuXan particles are only 0.4 micrometers in size, they are well absorbed by the oral mucosa. Since ApuXan is stable in stomach acid, the portion mixed with saliva passes through the stomach to reach the small intestine. There, they are 100% absorbed by the small intestine cells, as the ApuXan particles are much smaller than the maximum absorption limit of the small intestine cells of 5 micrometers, all via the M cells, where the beta-glucan particles are recognized and absorbed by the macrophages via specific receptors. This process triggers subsequent stimulation of the T cells. As we know, conventional beta-glucan and medicinal mushroom products are 90% larger than 10 microns, the absorption limit of M cells. ApuXan, however, contains particles with a maximum size of 0.4 micrometers and can therefore be easily absorbed through the oral and intestinal mucosa. This results in enhanced strengthening of the immune system. In summary, it can be said that medicinal mushroom powder can only be absorbed to a maximum of 10%. And optimal immune stimulation is achieved with beta-glucan particles that are smaller than 0.5 micrometers. Purano, high-tech in life science.